My FPL Gameweek 37 transfer plans. In this video, we're going to take a quick review at how I did in Gameweek 36, which was very frustrating. Then we're also going to take a dive into what my transfer plans are for Gameweek 27. Talk a bit about how we can actually differentiate ourselves, and a little bit of early chat on captaincy as well. So without further ado, let's get into it. All right, guys. I hate how fast that transition is, but anyway, so I would qualify it as like a gray arrow, quite frankly. Small red arrow is 1,000 change in rank, really. I'm frustrated because I really went differential. If you look at what the template team is, in my opinion, I think I've got about 6 to 7 depending on your team, but with the template differentials in my team. So you're expecting a better rank change, considering my players I only had like 4 blank, and yeah, on the other hand, I get it, because players like the Palace assets technically did well. The general Palace assets, which is Sa and Eze, then I think Aston Villa's clean sheet as well, helping them out, because a lot of people had Raya or Areola as well, and then as well as the Newcastle clean sheet as well, helping out as well. So I see. Just a bit frustrated with that. Was really hoping for a good rank change. I took a huge gamble going into the deadline. Took a -12. I brought in Kevin Schade, who worked out for me. Wood and Wissa as well, who was an initial transfer plan anyway. And then I basically took out Semenyo, Evanilson, and Isak as well, who all blanked, I believe. Yeah, all blanked. Yeah, so I guess it worked out, but it could have been a lot more worse if I think Salah had, scored and stuff. But I mean, like I said, in my team selection, if there was ever a time to go against Salah, it's when he's playing a strong defense like Arsenal, and also at this time of the season when they've won everything as well. So I'm pretty okay and happy and fine with this. I think it's way better than like a bad red arrow. I think I'm very much still where I'm at last week, and the strategy still stays the same, as in like, cool, how do we go differential and like really get a good rank game? Because like I said, excuse me, 100k is right here for me, like right here, and look how differential I went, and I went 1,000 back. Like, doesn't make sense, right? So you can imagine, you have to ask yourself, how differential do you have to go? I mean, again, you still have to have those template players blank for me to really do well when my players do well as well. So I totally get that. I think if Cunha and Aït-Nouri had come through for me, then it would have been a different story, and I definitely would have seen a green arrow. So it was disappointing. And I really think even if it had just been like 2 points from Cunha and an actual 2 points from Aït-Nouri, it would have been a really different story. So unlucky. It is what it is, but we keep moving. So yeah, let's get into my transfer plans. But before we do that, what I would like to do is just ask for you guys to please like, subscribe as well, but mainly subscribe. It really goes a long way to helping the channel and supporting me, really. On the road to 500, just went past the 200 mark, so really appreciate everybody who has supported me this season as well, being my first season alone. Started the channel with my mate and my brother. Still involve them now and then when they're available, but yeah, just trying to get you guys as much content as I can as well. So yeah, my transfer plans. I have 1 free transfer, but my thoughts are, the 1 free transfer for me is right now a Wood to Watkins. Watkins right now sitting at about like 20% ownership. somewhat of a differential in around my rank, but I think he won't necessarily be a differential going into the game week. So that kind of sucks. I say think because it depends on other people whether or not they can actually afford it. So I can afford it in the one move. The other differential really is Cole Palmer. But just like Mo Salah, he hasn't necessarily been in form. So not really I'm not really a fan of doing that transfer. I'm just not sure about it as of yet. I think that I think there's still a lot to really consider there because just of that form. I mean, they're playing Man United. I'm happy for them, you know, in terms of happy for the transfer like that. But then at the same time, Jackson's got the red card. I don't know what that really means in terms of effect to Cole Palmer and having somebody at the end of his balls, or whether it means he's going to be the one that's going to have to be at the end of his own wall and creating and scoring at the same time. So don't really know what that effect is going to have on them. And then the last transfer plan I was thinking about is the Mykolenko to Trippier to Mykolenko, and that really is just trying to capitalize on targeting Southampton. So my squad, I'm fairly happy with it. Just take a look at it over here. Let's go into my bus team as well. So at the moment right now, I would have Rayan goals against Bournemouth at home, Munoz against Wolves at home with Guardiola, and Aït-Nouri against Crystal Palace away. Then Mo Salah in the midfield with De Bruyne, Mbeumo and Bowen. And then in the strike force, I currently have Wood against West Ham, Wisaf against Fulham, and Cunha against Crystal Palace. I mean, just right off the bat, the names are good. You know, attacking defenders, great penalty taking midfielders, as well as good strikers as well with bonus points capability as well. So I'm not, you know, in a desperate position, and which is why I'm saying like I can literally just do the Wood to Watkins. The Wood to Watkins move. Got enough for it. I should see whether or not I can actually do, but would I do transfer out store? This is me literally just trying to do it on my phone right now. No, need to remove it. Store. I think I'm one short. Yeah, I am one short of doing the Wissa to Watkins. And I know you're probably thinking, Cat, Wissa to Watkins? Nah, it's only just because I'm looking at like that game for Wood against West Ham. I think Wood could nick something. What? Nottingham Forest, as you could see, you know, they even struggled against Leicester. At home, bro. At home. You know, I think I was lucky to even get that Wood goal, which I did honestly believe he would score, which he did. I think predicting whether or not Elanga or Gibbs White was the real question last game week, and it seemed Gibbs White was the one who walked away with most points. So big ups to those who went with Gibbs White. I'm sure there's very few. But yeah, so I think it would be Wood, but I'll consider it. If I think I need to go differential, I might just bring in Cole Palmer anyway against Man United. I don't think that game, and that's Cole Palmer in for Salah. I don't think that game against Brighton is going to be easy for Liverpool at all. I don't think so. Brighton are a team that can literally hold up their own. They're going to be playing at home. They know how to hold ball position as well. I don't think Liverpool will be going all out there as well. I think they will be on the beach. I really, truly do think so. Salah, you can see, is really hanging out wide. In this game specifically, he was doing that from what I saw. But he was never really looking like he was going to be at the end of something. He was more so looking like he was starting moves or in the middle of a move. And I feel like that just sums up his his momentum at the end of the season. And that's why I think a lot of people are going to be considering selling him. So that's my thought when it comes to Salah. Really, differentials, and I think captaincy definitely Salah is an option. Watkins and Palmer, of course, attacking the Spurs assets. I think you can other differential assets you could look at as well definitely is Everton assets, whether it's in the strike force like Beto. Just unsure with Calvert-Lewin coming back, as well as Roja being available as well. So maybe a Decore is okay, a McNeil's good. The defensive assets as well, Mikalenko just scoring, he's a good differential. I think West Ham as well. Bowman not so much of a differential. Well, he is still, but I think, you know, a lot of people are starting to hop onto it there, but it's a matter of whether or not you can do that or you can afford that. A lot of us don't necessarily have 4, 5 free transfers right now at the end of the season. So the next question becomes which transfers are worth a hit. I think the major differentials for me are worth a transfer hit. But then again, we're at that late stage where, remember, you're trying to gain. So don't go crazy like me. Like, again, it worked out. I think, again, it works out when you're sure. I know it's hard to be sure. You just know, like, this is a major differential, like Kevin Schade was, and you know this is a bad game as well for the other player that you're essentially taking out. Like Salah, I knew for a fact this is not the best game for him to be like going out and scoring. So if you're absolutely sure like that, then fine, you can take those major hits. But try keep your hits to a minimum of like literally -4. Try not to go over -8 if you have to. Again, if it's going to be -8, be sure that the person that you are going against has got a bad fixture. Otherwise, it's no use taking a hit against a Salah who's going to be playing, say for instance, he was going to be playing a Southampton, and you're taking a hit to bring in a Cole Palmer who's playing against the Leicester. That wouldn't make sense, guys. And maybe I should just use this example as it is. You know, Salah playing Brighton. We all know Salah. He can take off at any time, bro. Like, not to say that this game is a bad game for him at all. No, it's just his form and the fact that Man United as well is not in the best of forms. Chelsea's fighting for something, so the narrative is there, you know. As well as with Salah's narrative being on the beach, fine. You say he's chasing personal goals, but it's not necessarily showing at the moment. So I'm leaning more towards Cole Palmer, you know, Cole Palmer performing over the fact that Salah could probably walk away with a goal involvement, be it a goal, but I believe that in that game of Chelsea having to necessarily really score and walk away with like 3 goals or more, I see Palmer involved in 2, you know, with some bonus points. You know, I feel like that's definitely going to be more than what Salah does. So that's where you have to really weigh out, you know, whether or not that's really going to be worth a hit or not. It's whether or not the person's going to blank and whether or not, you know, your person for a fact has got a good fixture as well. So Body for me is a talking topic, considering he's still 1 goal away. He's playing Ipswich. I just feel like if you've got 1 transfer, don't waste it on him. Again, if you've got a few transfers, I mean, yeah, sure, but I would really be looking at, you know, players who have got a good game week now and next game week, and really that's Aston Villa and Chelsea assets with the Man United and Spurs as well. Fixtures, I think West Ham as well has got good fixtures as well, playing against Nottingham Forest and Ipswich in the next game week. Who else? Arsenal's got a good game week in game week 38, but not necessarily in this game week playing against Newcastle. So yeah, I would say Aston Villa, Chelsea, West Ham right now have the best. I think Arsenal being at home, if you're going for an attacking asset, yeah, sure, definitely, but it's going to be a tough game for them, the same way it was at Liverpool. So I wouldn't necessarily be bringing in an Arsenal asset right now. I think with the City assets, keep wherever you've got. But yeah, we'll see. But yeah, guys, that's my thoughts. Let me know what you think in the comment section. Please also remember to hit that subscribe button. It really goes a long way in supporting the channel. Really appreciate everybody who has helped and and supported me throughout the season. 2 more game weeks to go. I will cover the Fantasy Football League table, Fantasy Football G League table at my team selection. Not much has changed. I think one person moved up 1. So yeah, but I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.